attention, and I'll come back and assist you. For those of you still looking for that yellow strip in the first cart, you don't have one, just wave your hand and knock on the window. It'll get my attention, I promise. And last but not least, please silence your cell phones as a courtesy to others. But now let's see some animals for real. Starting with our South African cheetahs on the right hand side, under by larger predators like lions. As you may know, cheetahs are the fastest land mammals. They can get up to speeds of 70 miles per hour. But they can only keep that speed for about 3 seconds, and then their body goes into total exhaustion. We actually just away from here. We've had about 130 cheetah babies, which is very exciting news because cheetahs are an endangered animal. But we know we're doing our job. If they were out in the wild, you wouldn't normally see two cheetahs hanging out together. The only reason they are hanging out together is because they're sisters. They like hanging out by themselves. Unlike our greater flamingo here, who like to hang out in big groups, it is from the crustaceans that they eat. So they do get that color from the shrimp and stuff. Some of them are eating right now. They have their little heads in the water. What they're doing is they're taking a big gulp of water and then they're using their tongue, that's kind of like a brush, to push out that water. They are the cleanup crew. Without them, there'd be carcasses laying everywhere. And no, that's not a real one in there. It's safe, don't worry. Although it looks like a baby, that's actually full grown. The three triggers are right here on the left hand side. These are reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffe get their name from the net-like feature on their body. You'll notice that it kind of looks like somebody threw a net over them and then painted brown over it. Giraffes can stand up to 19 feet tall. It can see for about 2 miles, which makes them the watchtowers of Africa. And very appropriately, a group of giraffes is called a tower. What it is if you mess with one, you're going to mess with the entire herd. They're very patient stalkers. If you were to climb up a tree, they'd wait until you got down from it. And they've been known to take down lions. That black coat says, "I'm big, I'm bad, and I'm a really bad choice for dinner." While most animals are trying to blend in, sadly, there was only about 300 of these guys left out in the wild. They are caught in the middle of civil war, and they are being hunted as food. We've had about 30 births of Somali wild ass. These are our 3 newest ones, all born within this month. The first one was born on July 4th, and our last one was actually born last week. You'll notice that they all have horns. It's males and females all have horns. It usually means that they come from a place where resources are limited, so they need to have those horns to be able to compete for food. They also have that black marking on their face called a threat mask, and it makes those horns look a little bit longer. Unlike their own antelope, called trophy animals, because it's exactly what it implies. These animals were used as trophies to a point where they were actually extinct in the wild. But we've been working with the Sahelo-Saharan Project to put these animals back out in the wild. And these particular ones you're looking at are going to be released in the near future, which is really exciting news. We're trying to vaccinate all the livestock so that they no longer pick up that anthrax and pass it on. And if you plan on visiting the San Diego Zoo today or next Saturday or Sunday, you can go and feed the giraffes, and that money that you spend to feed the giraffes goes right towards vaccinating the livestock for the Grevy's zebra. Grevy's have a little bit of a thinner stripe than other zebras, and this thin stripe is really good for chaos camouflage. Because when a predator is near, these guys group up together, kind of like they are now, and those stripes will just eventually blend into one another, and a predator won't be able to know when one zebra starts and one zebra stops, which is kind of crucial for them, because when predators hunt, they usually pick out a specific one they're going to go after. They'll stalk their prey. So if they can't tell when one zebra starts and one zebra stops, it makes it really confusing for them to find which one it was that they were even going after. And eventually they get discouraged and just give up. So they have to be able to stand up and run with mom to continue on with the journey. And you'll notice that the mom kind of has a little bit of a tanner beard. And that's because the babies will run right in between their mom's feet, and that beard just blends into that baby. And the predator, when it comes around, can't see the baby because it'll just blend right into mom. You'll also notice it kind of has the color of sand, so when it's laying in the sand, it just blends also right in. Meant to be open to the public. Dr. Charles Schroeder, our founder, wanted a breeding facility for the San Diego Zoo. But with so much public interest, driving along 78 freeway, curious, we did open up to the public in 1972. And since then, we've gained about 1 million memberships, which is awesome because it shows that people have a curiosity for animals. To be buoyant, and that buoyancy will allow them to stay in the water for as long as they need to until a predator goes away. They can be very patient, staying there for as long as they need to. These that giraffe. And you'll see that we have a lot of little babies in here, which is really exciting news. We brought in a male giraffe from Busch Gardens of Florida. His name is Saba, and within 3 months of Saba's arrival, he had every female in here pregnant. So these are all his babies. Saba's actually eating some bark on the tree, hiding behind the palm tree right in front of the caravan safari.